So good evening everyone, back with another video on the graphical method for solution of equations, any equations for that matter. Let's go ahead with this cubic equation. Okay, so the first thing to do is to make an assessment as to where or between which 2 points our roots are going to lie. As you can see, this is an equation of degree 4, a cubic equation, and therefore there are going to be as many as 3 roots. And by the way, if you haven't seen my previous 2 videos on the graphical technique, to watch them first of all, because there I had very clearly explained 2 different approaches. Okay, go ahead and watch those videos first of all. Anyway, as far as this problem is concerned, I'll be applying approach number 2. Okay, where I am going to split up this function into 2 separate functions, and then I'm going to find the intersection point, which is going to give me the root. Here we go. First of all, let us try to investigate where the roots, or between which 2 points the roots of this cubic equation lies. So let's start with x is equal to 0. Let's increase it by 1, and let me just stretch this. Let's go until 10. Okay, now in this function, and by the way, all of these things can be implemented with a calculator, and if you want to see how those things can be done, watch my previous 2 videos. Okay, I have demonstrated very clearly. Is equal to this is x. Okay, so choose this and it's cube, done sir. Then you've got minus 6x square minus bracket 6 multiplied by x square. Select this cell again, raise its power to power 2, done, plus 9 into x. Cannot select this cell. Okay, so the cell's name is A9. So this is going to be inside the bracket 9 multiplied by A9. If you're unable to select the cell, write it down. Okay, write down the name of that cell. Plus 9x minus 3, and yeah. So on plugging in the value of x as 0, 0, 0, 0, the value of the function works out as -3. Fair enough? Okay. Now you can stretch this, select it. The moment you bring your cursor to the bottom right portion of the selected cell, the positive sign changes. Okay, it still look positive, but a thinner one. And now you can drag it. Do it. You just now need to observe where are those points, or between which 2 points the function is changing its sign. Now let me demonstrate. Sir, the sign is changing. -3 to 1. That means one of the root is lying between 0 and 1. Okay, fair enough? Yes, sir. Can I change the color? Okay, sir, the second root, if you watch carefully, this is +1, this is -1. Again, there is a change in sign. That means the second root is lying here between 1 and 2. Wonderful. Okay, and sir, one more thing. What we can do is, we can clearly see that there is again a change in sign of f of x from -3 to +1 between 3 and 4. So another root lies between 3 and 4, that is root 3. So basically, I mean, these are 3 real roots. If you have seen the previous 2 problems, those were cubic equations, and we actually calculated only 1 root that was real. The remaining 2 roots happen to be complex roots. Okay, they actually occur in pairs. Yeah, so you can pick any range and you can start. You can select the root to be between 0 and 1. You can select it between 1 and 2, or you can go for between 3 and 4. I am going to go ahead and find the root between 0 and 1. Let me start with 0, and let me take an increment of 0.1, and let me stretch this until you reach 1.0. Here it is. Now the next thing to do is to split this function into 2 separate functions. Okay, here we go. So what we can do basically is, we can express this also as x cube minus 6x square is equal to 3 minus 9x. Can I do this? Yes, I can. Let's say this is one function, phi of x, and this, the one with the x and the constant, we always refer this to as psi of x, and both of them are equal, by the way, and let's say they are equal to y randomly. Now I am going to make this chart for both the functions, and let's do it. So phi of x is x cube minus 6x square. Okay, so equal to, select the cell, make its cube, done sir, minus into 6x square, bracket 6 into x square, select the cell again, go for its square, close the bracket, hit enter, done sir. That means the result is 0. Plug in the value of x, 0, 0. Okay, the result of phi of x is 0. What about psi of x? Take a look. Is equal to 3 minus 9x. 3 minus bracket 9 into, what is x? Sir, it is this cell only. Bracket close, enter. Okay, now you just need to select these two cells and drag it down. You are going to get all the results. Wonderful. Okay, now you need to make a plot. Select all of them, right? Go to insert, recommended chart. We want the intersection of these two functions. Here it is. Select. This looks more graphical. Take a look now. Where do they intersect exactly? And by the way, this is the x-axis. Okay, so can I zoom in? Sir, this is the x-axis, by the way. So 0.4, this is 0.5, and in between you've got 0.45. So a bit to the right hand side of 0.45, 0.46, 0.47. Okay, so the final answer is, or one of the root is 0.47, right? The remaining two roots, I want all of you now, what you can do is you can find root 2 and root 3. Root 2 is between 1 and 2. So choose the value of x as 1 and make an increment of 0.1. That means from what you need to do is, let's say you choose this value to be 1, and then this has to be 1.1, and then you can select these two, and then you can do this. This is what I'm saying. You're going to get another root between 1 and 2. Okay. See how the graph is changing. This is another root between 1 and 2. Secondly, thirdly, what you need to do is you need to find another root between 3 and 4. And for 3 and 4, what you need to do is you need to select this value as 3. Go for 3.1. Take an increment of 0.1, not more. Right? You'll see how things change. Okay, then there is another, I mean, this is close to 3.9. Right? So this is how things are going to work. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Okay. Was this our initial result? No. Okay, you guys can do that. I'm sure you can. And let me verify this with the help of a calculator. If you watch, go to mode, hit 5 for equation, go for 4, and plug in the values. One sec. So the first thing that you need to do is the coefficient of x cube is 1, b is -6, c is +9, and d is -3. Hit enter once again. These are the values, or these are the roots. So one root is 3.8. That means between 3 and 4. This is root 3. Okay, you can get it graphically, no problem. Hit enter once again. 1.65. That means root between 1 and 2. That is going to be your root 2. And what we've got is this black tick. Our root is between 0 and 1. Here it is, 0.467. If you round it off to 2 decimal places, you're going to get the value as 0.47, right? And that is exactly what we got, 0.47. Okay, 0.4, 0.45, 0.5. So slightly ahead than 0.45, 0.47. That is where you see these two orange and blue curves intersect each other. Okay, so guys, yes, that was all from my side for today. If you have any difficulties, do write them down in the comment section below. And if you find this content helpful, do share it with all your friends. Do like the content and subscribe to this channel. Thank you very, very much. Have a nice day.